The sun rises over the endless Texas plains, painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson, as a low hum grows louder, slicing through the morning mist. It's not the sound of hooves or the creak of a saddle, but the rhythmic thump of helicopter blades cutting the air. Welcome to the future of ranching, where the open range meets cutting-edge technology, and the cattle industry is being redefined in ways that will leave you awestruck. Today, we're taking you on an exclusive, behind-the-scenes journey through the heart of modern meat production, 2-hour adventure that unveils the incredible process of raising, feeding, and processing billions of cows. This isn't your grandfather's ranch. It's a symphony of innovation, nature, and precision, where every step is designed to deliver the juiciest, most flavorful beef to your plate. Buckle up, because this tour is going to be a wild ride. We begin on the sprawling prairies of North America, where the horizon stretches so far it feels like the edge of the world. Here, massive herds of cattle, thousands strong, roam freely, their hooves thundering across the grasslands. But these aren't the dusty cattle drives of old westerns. Look up, and you'll see them, the flying cowboys. Pilots in sleek helicopters swoop low, their shadows dancing across the herd. With pinpoint accuracy, they guide the cattle, nudging them gently across the plains. It's a ballet in the sky, a fusion of raw power and delicate control. These pilots aren't just herding, they're rewriting the rules of ranching. In minutes, they accomplish what once took dozens of cowboys' hours under the blazing sun. The cattle move as one, a living river flowing toward fresh pastures, their bellows echoing like a chorus of the wild. But what makes this aerial herding so revolutionary? It's not just about speed. From their vantage point in the sky, pilots can spot a limping calf, a stray cow, or even a lurking predator before it becomes a problem. Imagine the precision. A helicopter hovers just low enough to nudge a wandering steer back to the herd without startling it, all while the pilot scans for signs of distress or illness. This isn't just herding, it's guardianship from above. And when the terrain gets rough, think rocky hills or tangled brush, a helicopter can airlift a prized breeding cow to safety in moments, saving hours of treacherous ground transport. It's a system that respects the land and the animals, blending human ingenuity with the freedom of the open range. The result? Cattle that are healthier, less stressed, and ready to produce leaner, tastier beef. Now, let's zoom out for a surprising fact. These vast ranches can span millions of acres, some larger than small countries. To manage them, ranchers pair helicopters with ground teams, horseback riders, and specialized trucks working in perfect sync. Like a modern-day cavalry. Picture the scene. A cowboy on horseback gallops alongside a rugged 4x4, while above, the helicopter pilot radios coordinates to keep the herd on track. It's a high-stakes dance of tradition and technology, where every move is calculated to keep the cattle calm and the operation seamless. And here's something wild. These ranches aren't just about moving cows. They're ecosystems where every blade of grass, every drop of water, is part of a delicate balance. The cattle graze naturally, their muscles toned by the freedom of the plains, which gives their meat that firm, flavorful texture you can't replicate in a feedlot. But freedom alone doesn't make the perfect steak. These cattle burn serious energy roaming the prairies, and grass alone won't cut it if you want them to reach market weight in record time. That's where the science of feed comes in. Let's take a detour to the fields, where the air smells of fresh-cut hay, and the hum of machinery fills the dawn. Massive harvesters, gleaming under the sun, slice through rows of corn, sorghum, and grass with surgical precision. These aren't your average tractors, they're high-tech beasts, cutting cleanly to preserve every nutrient. The harvested crops are spread across the fields to dry, then whisked away to towering silage pits, where they're transformed into a nutrient-packed superfood for the herd. It's a process so satisfying, you can almost taste the care in every stalk. Back at the ranch, the feed is where the magic happens. Imagine a colossal mixer, a mechanical giant that could star in a sci-fi flick, churning tons of corn, barley, soybeans, and hay into a perfectly balanced meal. These aren't random recipes. Every batch is tailored to the cattle's age and needs. Young calves get a high-protein mix to fuel their growth, while finishing cattle, nearing market time, feast on starch-heavy blends to add that coveted marbling to their meat. The precision is staggering. Every scoop is calculated to maximize health and flavor. And here's where it gets futuristic. Robotic feeders glide through massive barns, delivering exact portions to troughs with the efficiency of a Swiss watch. Some even have sensors that detect leftover feed and top it up automatically. Picture it, a barn housing 50,000 cattle, fed flawlessly without a single shovel in sight. It's a far cry from the backbreaking labor of the past. and it ensures every cow gets the nutrition it needs to thrive. As the cattle grow, their journey takes them from the open plains to the final stage, the processing facility. But before we step inside, let's pause for a moment on the ranch. The cattle are rounded up one last time, guided through curved chutes designed to mimic their natural movements. These aren't cold, industrial corridors. They're carefully crafted to keep the animals calm, with no sharp corners to cause panic. Specialized trucks await, equipped with soft lighting, non-slip floors, and even water systems for long journeys. Every detail screams care, ensuring the cattle arrive at the facility stress-free. It's a testament to an industry that's not just about efficiency, but about respect for the animals that feed us. Now, step into the processing facility, where the air is cool and the hum of machinery is constant. This isn't a place of chaos, but of meticulous order. The process begins with a humane approach. Each animal is gently stunned, rendered unconscious in an instant using a controlled electric current, a method endorsed worldwide for its compassion. The carcass is then hoisted onto an automated line, moving with a quiet grace that belies the scale of the operation. Skilled workers, with hands as steady as surgeons, remove the legs to prepare for hide removal. The hide itself is a treasure, carefully peeled away and shipped to tanneries, where it'll become leather for everything from boots to luxury bags. Nothing goes to waste here. Every part of the animal is honored. The journey continues into the evisceration stage, where the internal organs are removed with precision. A quality control team steps in, their eyes trained to spot any imperfection. Only the best carcasses earn the veterinary seal, a badge of honor that guarantees safety and quality. Then, into the cold storage rooms they go, where the meat rests overnight at precise temperatures to lock in freshness and flavor. The next morning, certified graders take the stage, their expertise as sharp as the knives in the cutting room. They examine every detail: meat, color, fat distribution, marbling, using industry-standard charts to ensure only the finest cuts move forward. It's a moment of truth, where science meets artistry. And the result is beef that's as beautiful as it is delicious. Finally, we reach the cutting room, where the real transformation happens. Skilled butchers wield their blades like maestros, carving along muscle lines to create perfect cuts. Tenderloin, ribeye, brisket, and more. Each slice is weighed, labeled, and vacuum-sealed with a traceable barcode, ready for supermarkets or steakhouses around the globe. For trimmings, a state-of-the-art nitrogen-cooled chamber keeps everything fresh, extending shelf life without compromising quality. Some cuts are ground, others thinly sliced for specialty dishes, all packaged with a precision that ensures every bite meets the highest standards. It's a process so seamless, so satisfying. It's almost hypnotic to watch. As we step back from the factory, let's reflect on the journey we've just taken. From the windswept prairies where helicopters danced with herds, to the high-tech fields and robotic feeders, to the meticulous artistry of the processing plant, this is the story of modern meat production. It's a tale of innovation meeting tradition, of technology honoring nature, and of an industry that feeds billions while pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But the story doesn't end here. Out on the plains, the next herd is already moving, guided by the hum of helicopters and the heart of ranchers who live for this life. Stay curious, because there's always another adventure waiting just beyond the horizon.